So you're young, you might be fresh out of school, or you've just started working your first job. Or maybe you live abroad and you dream of buying property in Jamaica. Maybe you went overseas when you were in your younger years, in your teenage years, did high school, did a little college, and now you want to return to Jamaica to buy a piece of property. Or maybe you're a retiree and you want to spend your retirement years on the rock, in Jamrock. You might have been picturing it for months or even years, owning your own little piece of the rock, your own little piece of Jamaica, your slice of paradise. And then finally, after looking, you think you found the one. You've done your research, and a particular property is calling your name. It's saying, come, buy me. But then the reality hits, and you take a look at your bank account, and you realize that you don't really have the funds to make it happen. So what are you going to do? That's when you remember that there's an agency called the National Housing Trust that offers low interest rate mortgages. Right? They might not offer the most money, but they definitely offer the cheapest money. And you're thinking that you'll just go down there next week, Monday morning, and apply for the loan, and boom, you're a homeowner. And that sounds simple enough, but it's not that quick. Because here's the thing. The NHT isn't just going to hand over the money to you because you want the money to buy a piece of land. It's not that simple. There are a few hurdles that you have to clear first. And it's not as easy as walking in and getting approved and picking up the keys. There's a bit more to it than you might think. So what do you actually need to do to qualify for an NHT loan? Well, let's break down the reality here. The NHT isn't giving out loans just because you want a house, right? You have to meet certain requirements. And if you're not prepared, this process might end up being a total headache. If you're like a lot of young Jamaicans or folks from abroad who want to buy their first home here, you're probably wondering, what do I actually need to qualify? Well, stick with me a bit and I'll share with you the single most important piece of information that you need to know if you're serious about owning a home through the NHT. You ready? Well, here it is. To qualify for an NHT loan, you need to have made at least 52 weekly contributions. But that's not all. Out of those 52, 13 must be consecutive. 13 straight weeks. That works out to about 3 months. Right? That means 13 straight weeks of contributions right before you apply. If you miss a payment, or if your streak breaks, or you haven't contributed for a while, then guess what? You're back to square one and you have to start over. But the good news is that if you've made contributions in the past, they'll still count. Right? Even if you're not contributing right now, those payments don't really go to waste. You just need to make sure that you get those 13 consecutive weeks before you apply. And here's a word to the expats and the foreigners who want to own a home in Jamaica. Yes, you can be eligible for NHT benefits too, but the same rules apply. You'll need those 52 contributions on record, including those 13 in a row right before you apply. Otherwise, your dream might be on hold. But there's more, because even with the required contributions, the NHT expects you to have at least 5% of the property's value saved up. NHT isn't just going to cover 100% of the purchase. You have to come to the table with something also. But with a little bit of planning and saving, that's not something that you need to worry about. That 5% can be within reach. And once you have it, you're that much closer to getting your NHT loan. So what's the bottom line? If you're serious about buying a home through the NHT, start now. Track your contributions, get those 13 consecutive weeks locked in, and start saving for that 5%. Don't wait until you found the perfect property only to realize that you don't qualify. Right? You need to get ahead of the game. Remember that the property market doesn't wait. If you are not ready, somebody else will come and grab that piece of land and come and get that house from right under your nose. Right? And they'll do that while you are still scrambling around to qualify. So get yourself qualified first. Right? If you prepare and you stay consistent and you get your contributions and your savings in place, that piece of property could be yours. So if you want to make sure that you're on track for that NHT loan, hit the subscribe for more tips, tricks, and updates on navigating the process smoothly. Don't let your dreams slip away. And if you want even more details, I have an ebook that covers the entire property purchase process in Jamaica. Right? You can find the link in the description below. It's only $20 USD, but the value is priceless. Thanks for watching.